Get ready for Better Together with Kenny and Carol.
Hello. I am Kenny.
And I'm Carol.
And welcome to our 5th episode of this thing we're calling
Better Together.
Miss Carol, as you know, we normally do this broadcast from the big city of Stadium, Georgia, but today is a special show, Miss Carol.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you. You're looking beautiful.
Well, thank you, and happy Father's Day to you today.
Wow, Father's Day. Yes, indeed, a special day for me because, you know, what makes it special is that the two people that make it Father's Day for me, they are here with me today. And I want to welcome for the very first time, Miss Carol, we have some live guests with us. Our two daughters to Better Together, and we have Miss Danny and Vanna with us. Ladies, good morning, and thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning.
Yeah, you guys told me you were taking me out for Father's Day, but didn't tell me we were going out to the beach for Father's Day, so thank you so much.
You're welcome. The beach is your favorite place.
Oh, yeah, and I have some great Father's Day memories from the beach, and we'll talk about those a little later. But as we look out, kind of describing the picture for the folks out in audio land, we've got a view of the ocean, and it is a little bit cloudy today, but you can still hear the waves from the ocean. So it really is a beautiful day to spend Father's Day with my beautiful girls. Miss Carol, what you got?
When Dad and I started this podcast, we shared with the audience that one of the reasons we were doing it was something for our kids to have to cherish.
That's right.
One day. So how does it feel to know that we're doing something that you girls may listen to one day?
Yeah. How does it feel, Danny?
It feels special that you care about us enough to make sure that we'll have something to remember you by.
Yeah. What about you, Vanna?
I will cherish it now, but I know that I will definitely love to listen back to it later.
Yeah. And that's why we created it, because time does fly by. You ladies will have your own families one day, and but we do want you to have something that you can share with your family, something that you can reflect back on one day. So we're staying with the focus, Miss Carol, of this thing of relationships. We've been talking about relationships between a man and a woman, husband and wife. We've talked about family, and we're going to be talking about some additional relationships. But in that spirit today, I'd like to hear from our girls, since we have them with us, Miss Carol. I want to hear, what does Father's Day mean to you? So I'm gonna start with Vanna. Vanna, what does Father's Day mean to you?
Father's Day is the day that we reflect on all that our Father has done for us and appreciate him and let him know that nothing he does goes unnoticed. We appreciate you.
Well, thank you so much. What do you say, Dan?
I would say, being the oldest girl, you were my first love, Dad.
Wow.
And I compare all love to the love I have for you.
Isn't that something? We're going to talk about that, Miss Carol, and we have been touching on that, and how in a relationship it's really important for a man and a woman for them to have a good relationship, because if they don't, a lot of those emotional scars, a lot of those issues can be passed down unintentionally to the children, right? And in the same way, if you have a good relationship, a good loving relationship between a man and a woman, your hope and prayer is they'll pick up on those things and they'll carry those into their lives. So Danny, thank you for sharing that.
And yes, when Danny was born, Your first Father's Day, you received a card from her. And ever since then, even when they were babies, they have given you a Father's Day card, and we have celebrated you.
Yeah, so even when they couldn't write, I got a card.
You did. You did.
Yeah, so that means my first one, see, based on Danny's age, my first one would have been in 1990. No,
Three.
1993. That's right. That's right. See, I'm not good with dates.
1990.
90,
Excuse me. That's right. 93.
yeah, 93.
Sorry.
Yeah, so cool. So I've been getting these cards for a long time, and I still got a lot of them saved up. So anyway, I can't wait. I think I've got some more today. I haven't opened them yet. Can't wait to open them. All right, so girls, here's the thing. You both are older now. Mom, they are older.
They are.
Yeah, they've started.
Young
Young ladies now. They're starting to date. They've got their own lives, and so I'm just curious, when you're dating, when you're looking for people to date, what kind of guys come to mind in terms of, do you think about guys that could be a good father one day? So what are some of the things you look for when you're dating today?
I would say that, I do think about if someone is going to be a good father, but the most important thing for me is that he's not a father yet.
You think that's really important? Danny, what we find today, as Carol, we shared in an earlier podcast, almost 50% of all marriages today are remarriages, where people
That's
have
right.
been married, and then apart with that, a lot of those remarriages create this idea of a blended family. There are just a lot of blended families, and that's totally different from where we were 35
right.
years ago. And so the blended family has become the norm today, and that is, it brings with it some unique challenges, right? It brings with it some things that parents have to be very patient with in terms of understanding the needs of the children. But marriage itself is no fairy tale, right?
That's right. That's right. There are no fairy tale marriages. It takes two people to love and nurture children. There are ups and downs, but the right person, the ups are greatly outweigh the downs.
Absolutely. And Mom, it's been a joy to share this life with you and to raise these two beautiful young ladies with us here today.
So did Vanna answer the question?
I don't know, Vanna. Let's go back. Yeah, Vanna, answer that question. What do you look for?
Well, I'm not really at this point in time looking for men I think would be good fathers, but I feel like the qualities that I'm looking for, would eventually lead to them being a good father.
Yeah. And that's really important, because you get to know a person one way, but as you advance in life, it's important that they possess those same characteristics and qualities and values that would make them a good mate down the road. Look, we all get older, right? And we change, and it's important to have somebody that can grow with us as we go through life.
That's right. That's right.
So, Mom, it's been great having you to grow with. We're a little bit older now, right?
We are.
Than when we were.
But we grew up together.
That's right. We've been working at this thing for a long time, and it's been going very well. So, Mom, speaking of Father's Day, You and I have lost our fathers. In fact, your father passed in
1985.
1985. So share with us if you have a Father's Day memory you like to share.
Well, my mom would always allow us to cook and prepare meals for our dad on Father's Day. So we would cook breakfast and then usually dinner
Really?
for Father's Day. And I would always make like a cake. I remember I'd make him a cake on Father's Day. He liked German chocolate cake too, my mom's favorite as well.
That's your mom's favorite cake?
It is.
Okay.
It is. And my dad liked it too. So we would just spend time with him on Father's Day all day.
Would y'all go to church
We
together?
would go to church.
Okay.
We would go to church. After we ate breakfast, we usually would go to Sunday school and church, and then come back home and continue to celebrate on Father's Day. So yeah,
How about that? Did y'all get him like a gift, like some Brute by Fabergé, something like that?
we did. He did get some Brute, believe it or not, but he got a lot of ties. He liked neckties.
Yeah.
And he got a lot of ties, a lot of socks. And as we got older, we would buy him some suits to wear to church, because he liked to dress nice when he went to church on Sunday.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we would deck him out on Sundays for Father's Day.
How about that? Well, this past year, as you know, Mom and girls, I lost my dad. And growing up, you know, I was a product of a single parent child. My dad wasn't really that involved in my life. But my mom would always remind me and my brother to reach out to him, to, to honor him and to respect him, because he was our dad. And I remember at times that it was really, really hard for me to do that, because I watched and I knew how much our mom struggled in raising me and my brother, right? Two knucklehead boys in the public housing system, and she did her very best, and but sometimes it was difficult. And I remember thinking that there are just only some things that a father can do, that a man can do, but my mom did her very best. And so for many of these reasons, growing up as a kid, I made promises to myself that, if I'm ever blessed to have kids one day, to be a father, I would do my very best to provide for them, and just to make sure that they grew up in a loving home, in the love and admonition of caring parents. And so, girls, my hope and prayer has been, and it continues to be, that you both felt the love that Mom and I wanted you to feel intentionally growing up in our homes. So I hope you felt that, Danny and Vanna.
We did. I definitely did. And I know Danielle has.
Yes, I have. And, we're 12 years apart, so I have a different version than she has of y'all. But in both versions, we were loved.
Yeah, and that's a great point to mention here, Danny, is that you grow in different ways, right? Even though you guys are sisters, Mom and I, we grew along the way in terms of parenting, right?
We did.
We didn't have any experience with Danny, right?
Right.
In 90, back then. And then as we got down the road with Vanna, we learned a few more things.
We learned a lot of things, and so we changed some things and done things a little bit differently. But I just do want to say that you work really hard for your family, and we love you and we appreciate you for everything that you do. So thank you.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure and a joy to be the father of these two wonderful girls, and it certainly would not have been possible without just having a great soulmate, best friend to do this thing called life with. So you've made it Miss Carol, you made it easy. So let's just ask the girls. You know, you've celebrated quite a few Father's Days now, and as we kind of look out over the ocean, you know, I'm just curious. Give me one of your favorite Father's Day kind of memories. It can be anything, but when you think of Father's Day, Vanna, what comes to mind?
I feel like I know every Father's Day is gonna involve some steak. Dad always want to eat some steak for Father's Day. So no matter we're at the beach or at home, I know we'll all be sitting together eating dinner together as a family.
And Danny, it sounds like looking over in the fridge, that seems to be the case this Father's Day, doesn't it?
It is. Still the case.
So what comes to mind for you, Danny, when you think about Father's Day going back over the years?
Well, I've had so many. Earlier in my life, I would think about going to Macy's with Mom to get you a tie. Every year we would go get these ties, and you had a million of them, but we would still find new ones to get you. And now that I'm older, I think about sunshine and being outside and the grill and just fellowshipping with you.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Yeah, you know, for those that may not remember my past, I was in banking and I had to wear a tie every day, right, for 30 years.
did.
So I had a collection.
You had a collection. You have switched roles now. You went from ties to socks now.
Socks, yeah.
Yeah.
And as I look around at some of my gifts, I think they have switched too, right?
That's right. You got
Yeah.
socks this year.
That is too cool. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, when I think of Father's Day for me, I think of a lot of the beach memories for us, beach and pool, being around the waters. You guys grew up around the water. Both of you, even though you have some age difference, you both love growing up around the water, whether it's a swimming pool, the ocean. And Mom, the big challenge was always getting them out of the water.
Yes. No matter how long we stayed out there, it was never enough. It was always just one more minute, and one more minute turned into 12 and 13 hours.
Yeah, they really gravitated towards water over the years. So Vanna, tell us a little bit about what you like doing. What are some of your hobbies for the audience out there? What are some of the things you find yourself gravitating towards?
Well, I love to go out to different places. I love to try new food spots I haven't tried before, or go see things I haven't seen before. That's really why I love to travel, because I love seeing other people's culture and how they're living, and I like to learn a lot of things from other people.
That's cool. Yeah, I admire that. The older I get, the more I realize it's important to just get outside of our box, right? That we live in a really, sometimes we isolate ourselves. We don't get out enough. So I'm just kind of a basic person, but I've learned over particularly the past 5 years since COVID, what we do outside of our box is really
Very important. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about you, Danny? What drives Danny? What do you enjoy doing?
Well, I'm really passionate about children. I love helping them and teaching them.
Wow. Danny, we talked about this. Mom and I, never really pictured you in the role you're in. We kind of recommended some things along the way, and you did some of those things, but you naturally gravitated towards something that you feel passionate about. And I think that's a life lesson that we would share with any parents today. Allow your children the room to do what they're passionate about, right? Because no matter how much we pushed in some of the things we did, it just never connected, right?
Correct.
But it's when the kids get into something that they love doing, it's when you'll see them blossom and prosper. So I know we tell you guys all the time, but Mom and I are just really proud of both of you. very much. Very
We-
proud.
We are. We are so proud of you both. Danny as a school teacher and Vanna studying to become a nurse. You both have made us very proud as parents.
That's right. That's right. So we're just glad that God has blessed us with two beautiful daughters, and we're just celebrating Father's Day with you guys today. So we got a few more minutes in this special episode of Better Together. We have with us our two daughters, our pride and joy, Vanna and Danny. And girls, is there anything you'd like to say to your parents today as part of this podcast? You guys are our first guests. So for all of the folks out there listening, anything you'd like to say to them?
Well, one, I would love to say back to you guys that, our greatness only shines because of you and how you guys have set us up. And you guys have really been a blessing, and there's not many people like you. As I've grown to live and see other things, I've realized there's no people like you.
Wow, Mom, isn't that
Wow,
something?
that is.
Something
that is.
we've kind of read some of those kind of words on
Right.
cards, similar, but we've never, these are things that are just special to us. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that. And then, but Mom, we're pouring love into them that was poured into us.
That's right.
It's
That's
this
right.
circle of life, right?
It is.
And then
It
our
is.
hope and prayer is that they will do the same with their families
That's right.
one day.
That's right.
Wow. Danny, what you thinking?
I think it's great. I'm glad that y'all are doing things that you like, and putting information out there for other people, telling about your life and helping others.
Yeah, it's what you do for others that matters, right?
It is.
We all tend to get internally focused on our health, on our finances, on our careers, but what actually matters in life is what you can do for others. And sometimes it can just be a kind word, a word of encouragement, or just sharing your experience. God gives us these experiences for a reason, not to keep them. One of my favorite parables is the parable of the talent, right? The one that hid his talents, buried his talents, received the severe punishment from God. But the others that actually used what they were blessed with were the ones that heard those famous words, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant, well done." So we just want you guys to go out there and be a blessing with what God has given you, right, Mom?
That's right. That's right. And we want to thank you, girls, for joining us today on Father's Day.
Father's Day.
And y'all were our very first guest on our podcast.
That's right. We had a dial-in guest once, but we haven't had anybody to sit in the studio with us, right?
That's right.
Except
That's right.
the girls are the first.
So y'all are the first. And so what do y'all have planned for Dad today?
Steaks.
Well, hopefully, the sun will peek around these clouds and we can just go lay out in the sun and just enjoy the day together.
That's right. Well, and here's my challenge. I can't ever get a photo, Mom, out of anybody. Nobody wants to take photos, but hey, will y'all let me take a beach photo, take at least one so that I can, post it somewhere? Is that too much to ask for today?
That's funny because we were going through the pictures last night. We have so many pictures.
But okay, well, I would love to get one today. Oh, and by the way, I have on my Father's Day shirt that says "Awesome Dad." This awesome dad belongs to, I'm reading upside down, to Danny and Vanna. So thank y'all so much for this shirt. I remember getting this shirt in a different color.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yep.
Maybe about 4 years ago. So now I've got two. Thank y'all so much. Okay, so Mom, I think that's going to be a wrap. Looking at our time, we try to stay true to keep it below 30. Special episode today. Just thank God so much for allowing us to have this time together. The girls will be going in their different directions soon. Summer will be over, but we have captured memories that will last a lifetime. We will be back on the topic of relationships In our next episode, we're going to continue to dig inside of this idea of working with people at work, in our nonprofit space, and in our faith-based environment. So we're really excited about that. Mom, are you excited to get back on that topic?
I am. I'm looking forward to the next episode, number 6.
Number 6.
Okay.
Yeah, looking forward to that. So can't wait to do that. So until next time, I'm Kenny.
And I'm Carol.
And this has been our special episode. And we've had with us
Vanna.
And Danny.
And thank y'all for sharing in this episode of
Better Together.